Hey guys, Logan, we're up to Season 3, Episode 3 of Legacies. Here we go.
So, do you want to talk about it?
Talk about what?
What happened in gym class?
Who the hell is this
It's
guy?
an accident.
And nothing triggered it.
No, like I said, it was an accident.
Do you think maybe you were working out some anger? Maybe some relationship issues?
Ooh.
Okay.
She's been saving y'all
I had a
for
really bad
2
headache.
seasons. And you're gonna
We should be
start
out here.
talking
Well, I thought
shit?
it would be good for the 3 of us to have a chat.
Well, you
Doesn't
can't really
make
have a couple
sense.
session if we're not a couple, can you? Right?
I just needed...
What?
I don't...
Yeah, well, things are complicated, clearly.
I actually think that it's all connected. Landon, the anger, your father.
You're wrong.
Why is
I don't have time for
everyone
this.
who
I
is
was in
like
control of the
ever
monster.
a
That stuff.
therapist or whatever
So,
always
on the school
British?
grounds, and I tracked him into the building, and I tracked it into this room, actually. You're the monster.
Hope. You know who I am. I'm Dr. Goodfellow. I'm the guidance counselor here. You have known me your whole life. Remember?
Suspicious. It's cause he's British. Suspicious.
Right.
We need to talk about your future.
I knew something was up with that guy. It's cause he's British.
This is just me leaving a message where I'm playing it cool and pretending I had some sort of business reason for calling, and then maybe you can find a business reason to call me back.
One of your oldest friends? Remember?
This is like a Rick and Morty episode.
Right. I'm sorry.
What are you talking about? I've been in your life.
Well, as
I've
someone
been
who has been
in your family for so long. Remember that time we went on that
It's
trip?
time to start something new. Think about what your real problem is and what risks you're willing to
It's
take.
this guy.
Oh, and you know that accreditation letter that's sitting on your desk? I have come up with a marvellous new arts program to satisfy the requirement.
Salvatore the musical.
Yeah, it's a musical about the founding of the school. Apparently the school needs a musical program for the accreditation boards.
I don't sing in public.
I mean, you knew all these people for real. Some of it involved your dad.
What?
Yeah, it's part of the story of the school. You both are.
Oh, we're not characters in your musical, Landon.
Oh, no,
My family stays out of it.
Okay.
LOL.
Hey, Grizzly.
What are you...
I'm astral projecting. Listen, the necromancer is preparing for his big evil plan, so he sent a monster to distract the school. But you won't even know he's a monster. He can trick you into believing anything he wants.
Are you on the necro side?
Sure. Except, I can't figure out how to not care about you. Look, I gotta go. Don't be a hero for once. Get out.
Nice.
That wasn't even singing.
And which role are you reading for?
Damon.
Okay, cool. Thanks, man.
I see myself as more of a Damon.
Let me guess. Damon.
Actually, kind of like Stefan.
Me too.
He's like the anchor of the whole story.
Exactly.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, you got the part.
Yes.
I'm playing Caroline.
Lizzie.
Of course you are.
And I know who should play Elena.
That's what I was
Well,
thinking.
that doesn't mean I want to be the lead in a musical.
But I thought you were stepping into the light.
You promised.
Look, you're just back from a great visit with Mom.
Can I read the script at least?
It's a work in
There is no
progress.
I've known you my entire life, just like everyone else at this school. Oh my god. The monster's you.
I am a sprite, a cousin of the fairy folk. And I always do 2 things. The first, I break people apart.
What's the second thing?
Sketchy.
Who's... man, you're throwing me, man. I'm in my groove and you just throw it, you know? I just had it, I swear. I can picture his face, but... Dr. Goodfellow, there's a monster in the school.
It's me, Milton.
Oh my god.
And as a doctor of some sort, and his name starts with a P, and he's got this this two-part plan. I just can't figure out what the second part is. I'm this close.
Good. Damn it. Oh my god.
Yeah, I really didn't like my speech on page 43, so I took a stab at rewriting it.
Oh
Trust me,
god.
this is way better.
I'll add it to the pile.
Nice.
Hey! So I don't get Elena at all. I mean, she can't decide what she wants, and when she finally does decide, she makes a super selfish choice.
Yeah, well, I think everything around her is changing and she wants a normal life, so she chooses herself. The show is about never giving up on love no matter what.
You don't believe that, though? Because you gave up on hope like twice.
Shit. Shit. God, that was
Turn Caroline's number next.
She's nervous? Doesn't want to be her mother? I don't know.
I can't live up to our perfect mother. You should have played her. You two are more alike.
No, we're not.
Mom became a vampire. And everything was just clear. Like she had this one moment that set her whole life on course. What if I never get that?
Dang. That got deep.
Travelers and sirens, and Bonnie just disappears for long periods of time, and get started on Elena and the Sleeping Beauty spell. And I think Caroline was one of his students. That's kind of weird.
The way for you to tell the story you want and get hope back.
Don't take advice. Well, he won't know. He won't know. He won't know. God.
Hey, I just need to say something.
You used the letter that my dad wrote me. That I let you read. As lyrics?
Is that bad? Okay, it's bad, but they're beautiful and poetic, and it shows your dad in such a great light.
I asked you not to use my family.
I tried, but he's literally the original vampire in Mystic Falls. He's one of the biggest parts of the whole story. Look, I figured out what I want to say.
Yikes. She's very sensitive, that is true.
Oh, hey, yes, this line right here, I'm not saying that.
Okay, well, it's,
It would seem that your Klaus has been struck down with a terrible stomachache. Yes, I know, tragic. But there is some good news. There is another performer who is ready to step in. Put me in, coach.
And now, it's time for Salvatore the Musical.
Of course he wants to play the big bad. Oh god. Is that Matt Donovan? Oh wait, no. Psych. I don't know who anybody is. No one's really dressed up as them. Oh.
But they don't make it home.
Damn.
But they don't notice at all. Downside of the town is small. They won't see that you've changed. Welcome to Mystic.
I was looking at Lizzie that entire time. Oh god.
Stefan.
Elena.
Dang. Nice. Who's playing Damon? Oh, is that the next? Oh, okay, that was the beginning. Alright, we're good.
Hello, baby.
Damon, what are you doing here?
I just missed you. That's all. You know me better than anyone. You stick the knife in my back. Oh, hello, brother. There are things in my heart only you can see. What do we do next?
Cool. Oh.
A news lady friend. A face I thought I'd never see again. Hello, brother. There are things in my heart only you can see. Watch what I'll do next.
Damon, don't do this.
Oh.
Watch what I'll do next.
Nice. I like the little flashbacks, or callbacks. I wish they would bring more people back from those shows. I mean, Vampire Diaries is the most watched show on my channel. Fun fact. So, it's always got a little nice place in my heart. What?
The boys I like never seem to like me. Can you blame them when she's around?
Damn. Damn.
Me, I'm just nervous, energy all out of place. I'm just okay.
I don't know who that was. Like, who was that supposed to be? Oh god.
Okay, Elena, here's the deal. You can think about Stefan, cause he's your boyfriend. Just don't think about what you want, cause then you'll think about Damon. Just don't think about Damon.
Oh god, that was funny. I hate musical episodes, but like this is done well. Most of the time people don't do musical episodes well. It's all about random acts of singing, and I'm like, I don't like that. That's garbage. Damn it. Jeez, Klaus. That's rude.
It's the end of the whole show. We'll get there when we get there. Okay, well, I'll definitely change some of this lines. See the lines is written. All of you.
Damn it. I hate this creature that we have.
Jade? Sorry.
Where have you been, girl? God, I love you. I need all my queens here at the same time. Okay? Lizzie, Hope, Josie, and Jade. Alright? Everyone else? I don't give a shit.
One day you'll grow into an extraordinary woman.
Damn.
And continue the legacy of the Michelson name. You'll carry us all with you.
Damn.
Do you want to ask me something?
No, she's just coming up to you.
Terrible painter.
Can I ask you something? And you can.
Did you just say he was a terrible
answer it,
painter?
I guess how you think he could have said it.
You've opened up your heart, despite the risks. That is the legacy that you carry on. And now I think you're ready.
For?
Time for the grand finale.
I died, I just wanted to say goodbye. I don't have long. I was just trying to be more like you.
Damn.
I'm sorry, there was no other way.
It's okay. I understand why you did it. And I love you.
Freaking Stefan and Caroline made me freaking cry. I'll never forget that. Like, bawl. I bawled.
I'll be okay.
Damn. Can everyone on the show freaking sing?
I'm going to be okay. Elena, you came back. And the sleeping spell made you look completely different.
I couldn't let you go without saying goodbye.
Damn.
So, you're coming with me. Oh, look at that. Very good.
Oh, look at that.
I didn't stay here then, mate.
Yeah.
Bruh.
In a second, it's what is about to happen.
Bring people together.
I bring them back together.
What kind of monster is that? I mean, I guess that is a monster, you sick man.
And everyone you need one day will go. So when you said forever, but I think I'd rather
Everyone on this show can sing. I actually don't know if that's her singing. Nice.
Those healing spells are really impressive.
You're really impressive.
You're great, by the way. In the show.
You're great
Really
in the
charming.
show. Really charming.
Thanks. Maybe it's not the place for you anymore. I mean, not permanently, just maybe you should see what else is out there.
A temporary.
That's what I'm doing. You're leaving. This place is too tied up in the person I used to be. Also, I mean, like, I'm way older than you, and I used to, like, babysit you, so... Yeah, it's weird. I think I would kick myself if I didn't get to kiss you, for real. Just because last time I just hopped up on my magic.
Damn. This girl has a different person, like, every 5 episodes.
Please don't be drunk.
This is not a life or death situation. I'm here to say that I really think that you are worth some risk.
Get in here.
Dear Lizzie,
Smooth.
hopefully this can give you some perspective on who I used to be. When I was your age, I remember feeling like I was a total mess. Like I was waiting to become a better version of me so my real life could start. But it wasn't becoming a vampire.
Is that her voice?
Change is a series of small moments that build on each other like steps up the side of a mountain.
I think it is.
Your life isn't on hold until you figure everything out. It's already happening. Beautiful to watch.
Now we just gotta see her
You wanna
again.
go first or should I? I'm sorry.
Saying sorry.
Thank you for saving me,
Such
Tom.
an easy thing, yet so hard.
You made everyone see him the way that I did. Thank you.
Always.
And for
Hope Michael's in.
how is this some? That was the worst monster ever.
Hey,
I mean, it was a good
you're
monster,
not
but
much
also
of
the
a
worst.
monster, are you? Even the show tonight, it seems to me that even monsters can be redeemed.
Huh.
Especially the ones that everyone else here has given up on, for instance.
That was unique.
Soul exchange is consecrated. For every life we take, we can draw a monster from the dark. All we need now is the final piece of the triad spell. I assume you've secured a vampire.
Alyssa, take my hand off Vampus out of here.
Oh my gosh, she lied. She lied. She freaking...
That's sure did.
What a bitch. Mm. Mm. I really hate her so much. I actually like that episode. And I say that because I hate musicals. I hate musicals. I specifically hate musicals where, and I already said this, but like where they out of nowhere start singing. Pisses me off. It's so stupid. It's just not my thing. I don't like it. I'm not there. And when it's on a show that like never had music like that to begin with. Like maybe they sang, but they never like out of nowhere. Like, come on. It's not a musical. It's a freaking TV show. Like that's what it bothers me. But there are instances where they do it right. And where it can fit. This was probably the most perfect show, most perfect way of doing it any show that I have reacted to has done. And I've seen them all. Supernatural did one. They did it well. They found a way to make it into the show perfectly. This, Legacies, perfectly well done musical episode. Lucifer, absolute dog shit. Horrendous musical episode. I hated it. There's another show that I'm thinking of. I can't think of it. Did I react to it? Maybe not. But yeah, not really a big fan. Musicals and black and white episodes irritate me, and Legacies did both right. So, bravo for that. Too many shows wanna, for some reason, out of nowhere, do black and white or do a musical. And I just don't know why they want to capture that. It's like trying to sing an Adele song. You either hit it or you're not hitting it at all. Like, why even try to take that gamble, honestly? Like, just don't do it. You either hit or you miss hard. So yeah, bravo on Legacies, on Chekhov, bravo on the black and white, bravo on the musical episode. They did both very well. I think that was Caroline's voice. Which makes me think, oh my gosh, could we see her soon? It was Caroline's voice. There we go. My little TV Time app. Thank you very much. Cool. That was really cool that they brought her voice into this. They need to make, not only make this show more along the lines of how Vampire Diaries and the originals kind of felt, you know, the feeling, not like follow them, not like Star Wars Episode 6, like mask it onto Star Wars Episode 9 or whatever, like, you know, not like literally follow the same thing, but with different people. Don't do that. I mean, like, you gotta bring the same environment, the same feel, the same intensity and all that into Legacies. If they can do that, if they can turn it, instead of trying to make it this whole like weird, cringy, random school thing, and we can bring in this Vampire Diaries of the originals feel, they're good. And I think it would really help if they brought some of these characters that a lot of y'all haven't seen in a while. A lot of us, like, we haven't seen in a while. Give them an appearance. Give them purpose on this show. You know, let's get to it. We're in season 3, and honestly, like, there's characters that y'all could have easily made into this story that come from the other 2 shows that were so well done, and you haven't done it yet. Now, my only thing is, if you're gonna bring some characters from the other shows onto this one, don't do what you did with Kai. They screwed up with Kai. That was a big mistake. I'm almost certain I'm not the only one that sees the big mistake there. So don't do that. Honestly, at this point, I don't really care what character you bring back. You gotta bring a character from from one of the other shows. You gotta spice it up. You gotta bring the fans closer to your show. Because right now, this stuff, and I'm throwing things out there because I don't really know what the fans fully think, but I cannot imagine they are pleased with how these first 2 seasons and 3 episodes have gone, based off of storytelling, the plot, how it's written, and the absence of characters from the other shows. I don't think it pleases the fans enough to see characters like Matt Donovan or Jeremy Gilbert or, you know, Kai Parker for 1 episode, 2 episodes, kill them off or write them off. You know, where are they? We're not going to see them again. Nothing's going to happen. Like, give us more. Give the audience what I know that they want. Like the video, comment down below, subscribe if you have not already. You can get these videos up to 20 weeks before they air on YouTube. That means I made this video 20 weeks ago. If you're watching this on YouTube, you are 20 weeks late. I will see y'all next time.